that there is a war coming that's going to kill 2 billion human beings.
Define marriage.
I believe that marriage is the union between a man and a woman. But I do believe in civil unions.
Hamas has said clearly and publicly that they are not going to continue the truce, and the same day they attacked Israel.
When the confirmation of the covenant occurs, it marks the beginning of the final 7 years to Armageddon.
Today is Friday Open Lines. Give us a call right now, 1-877-ENDTIME.
Look, there are two things I don't discuss: politics and religion.
In my house, we don't talk about politics and we don't talk about religion.
I'll talk to you about anything except politics and religion.
I never talk about politics and religion.
Politics determines how we'll live here on earth. Religion determines how we'll live forever. I'm Irvin Baxter. I think it's time we talk about it.
Well, it is that day once again that all of us love, and that is Open Line. So if you're out there and you'd like to be on the program with us today, the number to call is 1-877-END-TIME. That's 1-877-363-8463. And the topics are wide open today, within reason, of course. But we're fielding your calls today. Now, let's review real quickly while we're waiting for our calls to come in. Let's review where we've been. On Monday, we talked about the Middle East. We talked about everything that's happening between the revolution sweeping through the countries of the Middle East, as well as this new agreement between Hamas and Fatah. Where is that going to go to? The news comes to us today that George Mitchell has resigned as special envoy to the Middle East after 2 years of accomplishing literally nothing. If anything, everything's gone backwards. So that's an interesting thing. And then on Tuesday, our guest was David Kupelian, who was talking to us about how evil works, and his other book, The Marketing of Evil. Interesting insights into what's really going on, what's happening, what's this huge moral earthquake that we are experiencing over the last 50 years that's changed black to white and white to black. It's amazing. And then on Wednesday, we talked about the prediction by Mr. Bindani back in 1915 that there would be an earthquake on May the 11th of 2011 that would destroy Rome. 1/5 of Rome's workers asked off from work that day so they could get out of town, away from the buildings, get to the beach, whatever they needed to do in order to ensure their safety. Many children did not show up for school. However, nothing happened except for an earthquake in Spain. So it didn't hit in Rome, but it did hit in Spain. We did talk about on Wednesday, though, that there is a specific prophecy in the Bible that a major earthquake is coming for Rome and that Rome will be destroyed by an earthquake. That will happen at the time of the Battle of Armageddon, the second coming of Jesus Christ. Then on Thursday, this other prediction that's out there by Mr. Harold Camping, he believes that the second coming will occur on May the 21st, which, of course, is just a few days away now. He believes that Jesus will come back, the rapture will occur, 2% of the world will be saved, 98% will go to hell at that time. So there are a lot of people have some consternation over that, and so we gave biblical answers as to will this happen, will this not happen. So that's sort of where we've been this week, and so we've been around the world, haven't we? Anyway, today is Friday. It is Open Line. I am presently in Houston, Texas, where I will be speaking tonight and tomorrow evening at the Bethel Tabernacle, and then Sunday evening, I will be at the Spanish Church. Now, on Sunday morning, I will be speaking to the youth group only, so I thought I better tell you that. I just found that out, actually, this morning. So I will be speaking to the youth group only on Sunday morning, but Sunday night will be open for everyone, and I hope you can make it out to that service, especially if you're Hispanic. It'll be a great time for you, but it's open for everyone. It will be spoken in English, of course, since my Spanish is not very good, but it will be translated. So either English-speaking or Spanish-speaking can attend that meeting. All of you are invited at 7:30 tonight at the Bethel Tabernacle. Let me go ahead and give you that address because some of you may want to make plans to come out. I'm scrolling to get there right now, and here it is. Bethel Tabernacle, 1020 FM 1960 East in Houston. It'll be this evening at 7:30 p.m. and then tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. And the name of the church is the Bethel Tabernacle. It's a beautiful place, nice assembly, great pastor. So I hope you can be with us out to that meeting tonight and tomorrow evening. There will be different subjects both evenings. Okay, JT is anchoring our broadcast today back at our studios. Like I said, I'm in Houston, so JT, looks like we've got a full bank of callers here. Let's get to the phones.
Yes, sir. We're going to get started today with Jim, who's listening on the radio up there in Indiana. Jim, you're on Politics and Religion. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi, Jim.
Hello. Hello.
What's on your mind, Jim?
Yeah, I was wondering, I've been noticing in the last year or two that a whole bunch of evil spiritual things going on with people, and I was wondering if my being able to understand that better is what it is, or if it could be possible that scripture has come to pass that says, and Satan was cast to earth with great wrath. Could that have happened and we didn't know about it?
No, that's not possible, Jim, and here's why. If you'll go there to Revelation 12, verse 7 through 12, it gives the entire account. It specifically states that will happen 3.5 years before Armageddon. That's the event that triggers the Great Tribulation period. So we haven't even started the final 7 years yet, so it's not possible. However, that doesn't mean that what you are feeling is not accurate, because Jesus talked about the beginning of sorrows. When they were asked what will be the sign of your coming and the end of the age, he said there's going to be wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places. He said these are the beginning of sorrows, but the end is not yet. So it should not be strange if you feel an increase in spiritual pressure possibly in your life and the lives of others around you, but it's not possible that the war in heaven has taken place as it is described in Revelation chapter 12, verse 7 through 12.
Well, it seems like there's lots and lots of people that are just wholeheartedly on the evil side, and as if they were possessed or something, or would agree with that. You know, it's just not like it was when I was younger.
Yeah, well, that's true for all of us. The Bible says in the last days that because sin doth abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And sin is really abounding today. Things that used to be wrong, even if you weren't a Christian, you still held certain moral values. It's like all the moral values have been flushed out the window. And a lot of that's because of the cesspool of the Internet. The Internet is not all bad, of course. I use it every day. But if you use it improperly, it can absolutely undermine you spiritually. Jim, thank you very much. I want to get down on the list of callers today, but good question that we need to be thinking about right now. Okay, back to you, JT.
All right, we're going to go over to Neoma now, who's listening in Kentucky. Neoma, you're on the air.
Hello.
You're on the air, Neoma.
Hi, Brother Baxter.
Hi.
My question for you is referring to the 144,000 that's in Revelation 7 and 14.
Yes. Well, the answer is I don't know. Most things in the book of Revelation I think I have an understanding of, but I have wrestled, as most people who listen to this program knows, for a long time with this. I'm going to have to take a week and go into solitary confinement and see if I can dig this out, because I've had to say I don't know so many times. But the bottom line is this. It says there are 144,000, 12,000 out of each tribe. I tend to think that this is probably not a literal number, because some of the tribes were much larger than others. Why would God then say, okay, the cutoff is 12,000 out of each tribe? So I tend to think it's a symbolic number, especially since 12 times 12,000 is 144,000, and that's the dimension of the New Jerusalem. The New Jerusalem is the spiritual city of God, the church. And so I'm not sure how, I haven't been able to definitively connect all that together. I do know this, though. I know that these people must be born again because it says in chapter 14 that these are the first fruits unto God and to the Lamb. So since they're the first fruits unto the Lamb, that means they have been a partaker of the salvation provided by the Lamb. So I'm sorry I can't do better for you with that passage.
That's okay.
I still don't know for sure.
That's all right. Thank you, though.
Okay, you're most welcome. And I guess there's just some things that are humbling. You just got to say, I don't know. But, I'd rather say I don't know than to give you a false sense or throw out a theory out there that I can't really substantiate. So I made up my mind when we started this program 13 years ago that when I didn't know, I was just going to have to say I don't know for sure. So I do apologize, but maybe one of these days the light will come on for me on that one particular question. Okay, JT?
All right, everyone, we're going to go to Emily now, who's listening or watching on the internet in Mississippi. Emily, you're on the air. Welcome.
Hello, Brother Baxter. How are you?
Hello, Emily. I'm doing fine.
Good, good. First, I have a comment or a request, rather. I really wish that you would make a Facebook video or a YouTube video for before May 21st so that I could show it to my church and let them see, the answers on why the rapture is not happening in a real straightforward format. If you would do that, I'd appreciate it. The question that I have is that I work for a school district, and just this past week we have implemented the technology for our children to scan their palms of their hands to pay for their lunches, and that has bothered me a whole lot. And I want to know at what point, should we as parents draw back and say, baby, we don't need to do that.
Let me ask you this: did anyone oppose that?
No, sir. I don't even think they even thought about it. They passed it. It came up in several meetings, and many people, the excuse and the justification for it was that our young children can't remember their number to pay for the line. And so now we're scanning palms of hands.
Well, I know if that would have been my school district, I would have been to those meetings saying, now, wait a minute, let's not go here. This is getting too close to what the Bible prophesies. Most people, I guess, are reluctant to even bring the prophecies of the Bible up because they are so mocked by some people, but I would have just done it anyway because they need to be opposed on every side. It may not be too late because what they can implement, they can also reverse. And I just think that when you get to hand and forehead, and the Bible talks about a time when you use that to buy or sell, and that's the purpose of this, I think you're getting uncomfortably close. So if I were you, I would just talk to someone privately in a very sincere and intelligent way and say, we've got real concerns about the direction we're going here. What would it take to get this action reversed? And, talk to somebody that can do something about it without trying to make people look bad, without getting mad and throwing food against the wall or anything like that, but just in a very kind way, talk to them. That's where I would start, I think, because every place we can slow this juggernaut down, it is a juggernaut. Every place we can slow it down, I think we should try to do that because it's really picking up steam, and we need to stop it in the United States of America. Listen, we're up against a break now, so I've got to let you go. Thank you very much, Emily. Wow. Or they're going to scan his hand to get their food.
Endtime Ministries presents End of the Age, a 30-minute commercial-free TV show hosted by Irvin Baxter. Every Monday, End of the Age airs on the Church Channel at 9 p.m., Daystar at 10 p.m., and on TBN every Wednesday morning at 7 a.m., all Central Standard Time. On End of the Age, Irvin depicts how modern issues like an establishment of a one-world government, the religion of Islam, a coming World War III, and more line up so clearly with Bible prophecies written over 2,000 years ago. To get tomorrow's news today, be sure to tune into End of the Age every Monday on the Church Channel at 9 p.m., Daystar at 10 p.m., and on TBN every Wednesday morning at 7 a.m., all Central Standard Time. Visit endtime.com for more details or call us at 1-800-ENDTIME. That's 1-800-363-8463.
The Bible prophesies about 4 great spirits which